To get started placing a door, simply go to a plan where you have walls or curtain walls drawn and use the door component. Keep in mind, as we discussed, you want to use a door that starts with the phrase 08 door. If the door ends in WH, it's meant to go in a standard Revit basic wall. If it ends in CW, it's meant to be used in a curtain wall panel. First, we'll start with the basic wall-hosted door. Once you're in the component tool, you should be able to just click on a wall to place the door. The door may look strange before it actually places, and that's the nested components that haven't resolved themselves dimensionally yet. As an example, if we tell a door that we would like to place a telescoping double wall-hosted door, you'll see that before I actually click on the wall, the components may look quite strange. Once we click on the wall, though, they will all resolve themselves normally and show up like so. If you want to place a door in a curtain wall, standard Revit curtain wall rules apply. The way you place the door is you tab select the glazing panel that you want to replace, and if you already have the doors loaded, then in your type selector, you search for 08 door. You'll find a bunch of doors that end in -CP, which means curtain panel, and you can select the door that you would like to use. We'll go over the options of these doors in a later video. You'll also notice that with the curtain wall doors, the size may not match the opening that you've created based on curtain wall grids. This will be covered in the video on configuring the doors as well. Swapping the doors works as normal in Revit with other doors. If you grab a door, you can switch it to another type, such as door swing single. A few things to keep in mind. If you go to place a door and for some reason it is saying can't make type or it is erroring out when you try to create the door, while we'll go over these options in a later video, there are a few things you may want to check. One of them is a parameter that is called generate the frame size by the throat depth of the wall. If you're using an extremely thin wall type, you may want to try unchecking this box and then placing the door component. Doing so will mean that the door frame is not automatically generating its size or position based on the wall type, but depending on the frame type that you're using and the thickness of your wall, this may be necessary. For instance, this frame probably won't work on a wall that's less than 2 inches thick, since it has a door stop and a return on the frame that is the same size as the door panel. So if you were to make this wall type 1.5 inches thick and then tell it to get the throat depth and use it for the frame size, it may error out trying to place that door. This is generally how you place doors, and we will go over how to configure them in the next video.